Welcome back to GMC Live Reviews, where we're live reviewing Lake Natron Camp. And for those of you who don't know, Lake Natron is kind of located just at the bottom of the Gregory Rift, which is the eastern leg of the Rift Valley that runs through Africa from the Red Sea all the way down to northern Mozambique. And at the bottom of this escarpment, right next to the lake, we actually have to do with a very arid, dry climate in area. Although the volcanic ash might have a little bit of fertileness in it, it's not traditionally a place for huge farms and farmings.
No, it isn't.
We're here with Orca Lindstrom, and owner of Lake Natron Camp, and Dowdy, the estate manager, who grows all the wonderful vegetables. Orca, so just tell us quickly, this where we're standing on now is the Ngaresero school. Primary school.
Yep, it is. It's the Ngaresero primary school, and there are over 500 kids that come to school here. It's a real amazing place for the kids to come to for a number of reasons. Obviously there's education here, but perhaps more importantly, one of the things that we found when we came here, that there was a big problem with food security. So kids come here and get a meal and then go to school. So there's a real link between those two things, education and food. And so actually this is the reason that we're here in this school, is because we became involved in the food security aspect. Of
so that's one of the biggest drivers, getting kids actually behind
to this school,
to this school and behind desks, is to get a meal. You know, that's how basic things are. It's certainly, you guys are starting at primary needs level, which is very different from the first world, or where most of the audience would be for you, focusing here on bare basics to get kids fed on a daily basis, and then obviously a big incentive to come to school and get educated.
Absolutely.
That's incredible. So Dowdy here, it looks after what we call the shamba. So this is the experimental part of your farming initiative, where you test kind of different seeds and all of that, and what works and what doesn't work. And then this is expanded into a 4-acre kind of piece of land that it's the main producer of veggies and protein in the area, you know, which is incredible.
Right, so that was the thing, we actually didn't have a clue how to farm here at all, and this is where Dowdy has been instrumental. And there's a lot of local knowledge, you know, when you get into places, a lot of the times, you know, coming in with a bunch of ideas is all good and well, but a lot of the time, you know, you don't know what's going to work, and that's where this particular plot we're in right now has been about experimentation. You know, what works, what doesn't work, and people like Dowdy building up knowledge over time, and that's where now it's really starting to pay dividends for everybody, for the school especially, for the kids that come to this place. And hopefully down the line, you know, our interest is education means a much more empowered and educated group of kids, which later on down the line for us means that we can start addressing things like conservation. And for, you know, right at the moment, this is all very basic level, yes, but this is where it has to start. There's no point starting at, say, the education level and trying to address institution-wide issues on education when people just want food. So this is it. This is for us a really exciting place. It's experimental, it's try stuff out, it's try biogas, try drip irrigation, try all these different things, and then let people like Dowdy really take control over time. And that's kind of in essence, a key element of your business model, or of your lodge operations model, is to have an impact on the community around you, whether it's in employment, education, or food security. And that's wonderful to see that this is what you base your camp on. And we certainly believe that it's the only way of conservation in the future, the moment you have a direct impact on the people around you and securing habitat. So absolutely awesome. Well done. It's great to see that the kids are getting fed and coming to school, and that's all thanks to you and Lake Natron Camp. Okay, awesome. We're gonna have a further look at the bigger farm, and just to see how far the classroom is, and then we'll chat to you guys again soon. Carl Verhoef, GMC Live Reviews.